Hi, this is Charlie from Harbinger, and this is Sick Riffs, and today we're going to look at the verse riff from Deceiver. So this riff uses the A harmonic minor scale, played around this area of the neck. It looks like I'm playing B harmonic minor here, but we're playing drop C, so it's C, G, C, F, A, D. So the second fret on the A string is actually A, not B. Okay, but as I explain the riff, I'll refer to each string as they are in standard tuning, so E, A, D, G, B, E, and so on. Okay, cool. So we're going to start off with this motif which pops up in all the little sections in this riff, which is 4-5-4-2, and we'll split it up into 4 little bits. So if we call this part 1A, so part 1A is 4-5-4-2. On the low E string, alternate picked, palm muted. Then we're going to jump to the 3rd fret on the G string, pull off to 0. I use my 3rd finger for this. So we got. Then flatten your finger across 2 on the D and the A string, but we're going to play D. And then immediately roll our finger onto A. The reason why we roll it and don't keep it barred is because if you keep it barred, it will go ring out, and we actually want it to sound like that. So we got. Then we've got 2 palm mutes on the 2nd fret of the A, then hammer on pull off 1 to 2. So we've got back to that motif, 5-4-2 on the low E, 4-5-4-2. Then we're going to roll our finger onto 2 of the D, hammer onto 4 of the D, slide to 5, and then slide back to 4. So you got a little bit of vibrato on 4. I think Ben, the other guitarist in Harbinger, rather than sliding, he goes, so he does like a hammer on pull off. So you got to kind of work out what works for you. I prefer the slide. Okay, cool. So that is the whole of part 1A. Then we've got some chugs, which is 2-5-4-2. 2-4-5-2. Getting my 4s and my 5s muddled up. So you've got you're gonna do the chugs on the E and the A string, palm muted, 2-4-5-2. So the whole of part 1A this time is cool. So on to part 1B, which starts off the same. The only difference is rather than doing just a hammer on pull off 1 to 2 on the A, you're gonna hammer back onto 2. So you got 4-5-4-2. Still doing it. Get my 4s and 5s muddled up. 4-5-4-2. Back to the pull off on 3 on the G, 2-2 on the D and A. Then you've got that hammer on pull off. Back to a hammer on. So we got. Cool, and then you've got some more chugs. This time it's 2-5-4-2. Then we've got these little slides on the D string. So you've got 5 to 4 with your 3rd finger. That's what I prefer to use. Play the open G string after that. I let them ring together. Then I use my 2nd finger. 2nd finger 2 to 4 on the D. And again, let that open G string ring. So we got. So that's part 1B. So part 1A and part 1B together is. Let me start again. So part 1, part 1A and part 1B together are this. Okay, cool. So then on to part 2A. So part 2A, you're going 4, 5, 4, 2 again on the low E string. Pull off on 3 on the G to 0, again with our third finger. Then that 2 on the E, D, 2 on the A again. That hammer on pull off 1 to 2. So it's all the same so far. Except now we've got those chugs that we did in part 1B. The 2, 2, 5, 4, 2. And then we've got this little tricky bit, which is second finger slide 2 to 4. On the D, play the open G. Jump to your little finger on 7 of the G. Slide to 6, play open B. So we got. And then last slide, back to second finger, 4 to 5 on the D. Now you could choose to jump to your third finger rather than your little finger. I guess I kind of mix it up sometimes. I just feel like my little finger's more accessible there. So again, just see what suits your playing style. So part 2A. Cool, and then it goes back to part 1B, which is. So there's only really 3 parts. So you've got part 1A, part 1B, part 2A, part 1B. Again, so it's kind of like just rather than having 2 different repeats, like 2 different endings, it's more like they've got 2 different starts. So now all the way through we got. Now you have the whole verse riff of Heal Deceiver. Hope you enjoyed the lesson, and let us know in the comments below, or send us a message if you've got any questions about it, and we'd love to help. Hope you're all keeping well, and see you soon.